Welcome back, everyone, to Third Street Reactions. I'm Zach.
I'm Shane. We have another mailbag here today, and these sometimes take a little bit. I was thinking about putting it in with yesterday's mailbag, but I will make it its own video because we have a lot of stuff here and we want to make sure we take our time, but we're really looking forward to it. So, yeah, we're excited, and thank you so much. Let's do it. Turkey! Turkey.
They have a little chart on the back, too.
Really?
The Yum scoreboard. And a little coloring book.
Oh, I want that!
Alright, so we've got Pop-Outs. Corn and rice mini cakes.
Try that first. Pop-Outs. Honey, mustard, and onion.
There's a lot in this one. It feels like there's a lot more in this one than the last one.
Well, Greece's economy's bad, so...
Funny if it's just somebody walking around stealing shit out of stalls.
They started their own business?
They started their own business, started packing.
Okay, honey, mustard, onion, corn rice. I can't imagine, we'll be surprised.
It reminds me of the rice cakes you give babies.
It reminds me of the big...
Little rice patties. Yeah, the big discs.
I've seen those things in bodybuilders eat them because like really low carbs or something. Yeah. Or they're really clean carbs.
I can do without that.
Try it. Try it.
I can smell the vinegar. I don't want the vinegar on it.
You don't like the vinegar?
I like vinegar, but I just don't know if I'm feeling it.
What do you think? Not that bad.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's
mild taste.
It's mild.
Now we have Ulker Crispy Tortikli.
Tortikli. Okay, so go ahead and try it. Lists flavored nuts.
With a cheddar cracker. Looks good.
Pretty standard?
Mm-hmm.
This is pretty good. Try that. Like, it was damn good, I have to say. Look at that.
Yeah, it's alright.
Alright, so.
These look like shortbread cookies.
You're right, this is kind of like a cheese cracker.
Yeah.
Like a Cheez-It. It's a lot like a Cheez-It.
I know. Take the back. Like a shortbread cookie.
A what? Shortbread?
Shortbread cookie.
I don't think I've ever had that.
Well, you basically just have, because it's basically like a shortbread cookie. Now, on Christmas, you get those big Christmas tins of cookies.
Okay.
And they're not ice.
So they're square.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, it tastes like that, yeah. It's good. It's subtle. I think we just put a ton of salt and sugar in our shit.
Tack crack.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of can you read that?
Can
you read that any other way? I don't think you can.
No, tack crack.
Unless you start with a rack. Tack rack.
Tack crack. Tack crack.
I don't know. I really like these. Can you imagine the days of the Ottoman Empire? They're running around, taking things over, eating these in their little animal skin pouches.
Roasted nuts.
Yeah.
It's basically a cracker. No bones about it.
That's a cracker. I love eating crackers with this cracker.
Miniki. Turtasic. Like Turtasic Park.
There's a caricature with orange slices on his eyes. And Babetto, which I think is the brand ice cream. This is all in English for the most part.
I wouldn't bring out the sweets until we finish all the salty shit.
You're right.
Which I probably already fucked that up. These might be sweet.
Oh, well, this is subtle.
Yeah, these are sweet.
It's different. Because it's like a tart with like chocolate on it.
Yeah. It's good.
Have you had one of those chocolate oranges? Like a foil ball?
No.
I had them. They're pretty good. No, they're good.
Crispy tortilla. I'm assuming these are taco flavored because it says Efsane Taco. Unless they have their own version of taco in Turkey.
Like I feel like you can't, you know.
Turkish tacos.
And
yeah, they're definitely like taco seasoning.
yeah, they do. They're good.
Auto nuts.
Pretty damn good.
Yellow chickpeas.
That's definitely Ottoman Empire nuts right there.
Right out of a tomb. They have a funny texture.
Chalky.
No. Not
They
bad.
they don't taste bad though. Chickpeas, huh?
Chickpeas.
It's a shame Jamie's not here and we're eating food.
Alright, so we have Sesame Kroken Sesame Bars.
I've seen things like that before.
Sesame Bars? Just one bar?
It's like a 4
Well, I thought
bucks.
maybe it was kind of like a Kit Kat. What do you have?
Can you imagine over there, those Ottomans running around breaking those things off to the Kit Kats? I keep calling them Ottomans.
I don't know. They stopped being an Ottoman Empire. World War One.
Yeah. Well, their empire was just a bunch of places they took over, right?
That's what any empire is.
Yeah, I guess that's what this place is. I like it quite a bit. Not too sweet. What's your favorite candy bar?
I don't like it because it reminds me of
The first
The
man
taste
who
of-
doesn't like something.
taste I get in my mouth when I'm baling hay in the hay loft. It tastes like hay. Hay dust, to be more precise.
Well, you know, I don't get that, but it kind of reminds me of an Almond Joy. I don't know why.
I don't know, I'm not getting Almond Joy, I can tell you that.
You don't like Almond Joys? Oh, you
I'm
have?
not getting that.
Oh,
from it.
because it tastes like that?
It tastes like hay dust.
Well, we have one. See if we have another. I'm pretty
They
sure
look
there's
like Fig Newtons. Delights. Date-filled cookies.
I never really loved Fig Newtons, I'll tell you that. I remember
You're not like iced tea?
the wrapper?
Rick and Morty? He has to get him Fig Newtons.
I forgot about that, yeah. I mean, I don't hate them. They're just, I don't pick that. Just like I don't pick corn candy. You know what I mean? They're not terrible. No. Are normal Fig Newtons, are they dates or are they something else?
It's probably more like a Pop-Tart with that filling. These are pretty good. They're not overly rich.
They're not. See, I've been kind of unfortunately conditioned to think about, well, how would this go with milk? Yeah, I mean?
Well, in this country, it's how it goes. I wouldn't call it unfortunate, it's just how it is.
No. That's good.
Tahini halwa. Vanilla. Well, just a vanilla bar, I guess. Sesame seed bar. So we have vanilla flavored hay.
Okay, let's try it.
Oh shit. It's like a putty, it's like a block of C4.
Yeah, hopefully it's not.
Reminds me of Caddyshack.
What do you think? Awful?
It's very different.
Very
I
different.
wouldn't call it awful.
Different.
Yeah.
That is different.
You know what I mean?
Well, the texture is like so different, for one thing.
Yeah, it's like sandy, chalkish.
Yeah, but the taste isn't terrible. It's different.
The sesame seed, man.
But you just messed up the palate.
Gottfried. Gottfried? Goffrey. I don't know. Bitter and portakal.
Well, I hope that's sweet. No, it's like the opposite of sweet. Wait, isn't that bitter? No, it's not bitter. Bitter and portakal are two different things.
You know, split one of these?
Yeah, we'll split it.
Yeah.
We need the stuff that lasts us, because most of it's pretty damn good. Thank you.
You can have the bigger piece.
Oh, thanks. Did you get two, or they just...
I don't know. I already ate it.
It's good. I mean, it just tastes like a chocolate wafer. I mean, there's a little bit of a...
You can taste the orangish,
Yeah.
citrusy.
Yeah, is that what
Yeah.
pork stock is?
Must be fruit.
Yeah, it's good.
Turkish cookies. Cookies with butter and almonds. That one wasn't too hard to read. Good God.
I'm trying to think, what's the Turkish delight again?
I don't know. Is that pastry?
I don't know. Damn it. Oh, we need to look at this. Well, okay.
Is it telling you where everything's from? Or is it just... Oh, okay. Look at that. They're even shaped like little crescent moons.
Is that like a turkey? Oh,
Turkish
that's their flag, yeah.
It's
Well, you're gonna if you're calling a Turkish cookie, and you have crescent moon shaped cookies, it better be representing, right? That's what I say. Welcome to Turkey. We have Istanbul, which I think that's kind of like the only place I really know of.
Here, I'll split one.
Okay. Pretty subdued. Pretty good. Yeah.
Shortbread. With
I just love Oreos. It's hard to compete with that. You know what I mean? But this is pretty good.
It's not as rich.
It's definitely not as rich.
You could probably eat more of them.
Yeah. Istanbul. The spices in this city's Grand Bazaar attract up to 400,000 daily visitors. And you're about to taste why, Zach. Bursa, in your box, you'll find some truly mouth-watering mosaics. This city is where they were made. Okay? Izmir, the world's first olive oil factory, was established around 600 years before Christ.
Cocoa cream cookies.
We didn't do this for Greece.
No, we didn't.
Oh.
It's too late now.
Ankara. In 1349, this city was the sole place to get mohair, an ultra luxe fabric made from local goat fur.
Oh, man.
What?
They have like chocolate cocoa filling.
You know? Oh yeah, and that.
Look,
So you're
it's
typing.
not too strong. No, you get a little sticker.
Oh, cool. So, I mean, there's some characters here that aren't exactly in my alphabet. Let's say Sanlirfa, the world's oldest temple, Gopaki Tepe, was built here 7,000 years before Stonehenge. Okay. And Agri, this region's 17,000 foot tall Mount Ararat is hailed by some as the final place of Noah's Ark. Okay. Very nice. I like that.
The yum bag. I don't know.
What's it say on the back?
You know the phrase, good things come in small packages. The yum bag is that phrase embodied. As we're searching the world each month for the best yums to bring you, we often stumble on smaller finds that are big on crazy flavor but small in size. This bag is loaded with those discoveries. Inside this bag there'll be some yums that you'll wish there were more of, and others that you'll wish we never found. And that's all part of the fun.
Alright. Have you had those Harry Potter jelly bean things?
Yeah.
Some are pretty bad, man.
They're pretty bitter. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're like chocolate covered ants or something.
That'd be a hell of a thing.
Mellow Melon. Here you go.
Mellow Melon.
And I'll try the
I'll tell you what,
Topics Mastic.
I love Mellow Yellow.
It's Mellow Melon. It's the Turkish off-brand version.
Yeah. Oh yeah? Pretty bad? Well, I was gonna try it, but I guess it's untenable in the mouth, right?
It was like... you chewed it longer, maybe you get some spearmint out of it. But it reminds me of like some kind of cleaner I would use at work, like chemical.
This is pretty good.
Oh well.
You want to try it? It's kind of like a Laffy Taffy.
I'll wash it down with something else.
The Laffy Taffy, I don't like because my teeth are kind of sensitive. And one time, a piece of Laffy Taffy tore out one of my fillings.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's pretty good. It tastes like a Laffy Taffy, except not as sweet.
Not as laffy.
Yeah, just kind of taffy.
More
Not
taffy.
not as taffy, more Laffy. I'll say that.
These are peach rings.
Those are good in every country. So.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. They're good.
Yeah.
At first, that peach flavor really hits you.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I like it. It's pretty self-explanatory.
Bebito.
Same thing with watermelon.
Watermelon jelly gum.
That's pretty much.
Sicker.
Yeah. So in that Yum bag, there was only 2 things. Yeah.
One of them was a dud.
Excuse me.
What you see is what you get there.
Yep. Out of my artificial fruits, watermelon is probably pretty high up there for me.
It is. Whoever got that right died a rich man. Bebito ice cream jelly gum.
Now I'm having mixed feelings about this.
I'm mixing up ice cream with your watermelons.
Because I've had it before, like ice cream flavored things, and it's weird.
Well,
Like I've had Rocky Road flavored things, and it doesn't work. And cookies and cream flavored things, and to me it doesn't work. I hate it.
yeah.
I hate it.
Well, it's not as bad as that other one.
Well,
Maybe you should try one.
I'm not. I haven't had it.
Yeah. Tell me what you think.
Okay, I just kind of spit it out when it left my mouth. I realized that. No, I mean, it wasn't awful. I don't hate it. I don't like it.
No, it's just. No.
Are you sure this is the same one?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought there were only 2 things in there.
There were. They just have a bunch of the same ones.
Okay.
You said that.
Well, you infected my thoughts with your anxiety. It's
My anxiety.
with whatever you did. I mean, because
My reaction.
yeah, it's got a strong, weird taste. But now,
Telling you, it tastes
now
like
I keep thinking of industrial cleaner,
Yeah.
and it's taken over.
It reminded me of.
If I didn't have that, I would go, man, it tastes weird.
Yeah, well, it just reminds me of something I would smell at work that I use.
Well, it's I would say it does have some kind of minty, spearminty.
Well, I said if you chewed
It's
it
like-
longer and you got through it, maybe it would have that.
It's like thyme or something. It's like some herb.
But it's really strong.
It's like herb with sugar.
We got one left. It's the new today Snowball.
Soft candy with mastic flavors. What's mastic?
I don't know. Maybe they don't know.
I just
That's a Snowball.
found it during their conquering.
Smells like coffee.
Okay, well,
That was terrible.
you cut raw meat with that shit.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I cut shit at work.
I know you don't like chocolate, but I think it's pretty good.
Reminds me more of coffee than chocolate.
Yeah.
It was made with coffee.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely taste the coffee. Well, no, it's good.
It is. And I'm really getting that coffee.
Yeah, it's
That
real.
aroma.
No, the aroma's crazy. So one thing that's cool, I think that's cool about Turkey, is they have they emphasize in their culture, at least part of their tourism economy, is they have all these caves and cave hotels in Cappadocia. There's a place where and they have this annual festival where there's like 1,000 hot air balloons in the air at once, and they all take off at the same time. And besides the fact that like at one time it was kind of rated a place, a few times when I've looked at going or whatever or visiting, which I never would.
High risk.
It's like high risk for American tourists. I was like, oh, maybe not.
Well, at the time you had Assad.
Yeah.
And all that shit going down.
I think now it's okay. I was looking at because I was looking like last year. Okay, so the hot air balloon thing looks cool, and they have all these hotels that are like built into caves and look amazing.
Kind of like those Native American villages in the Southwest.
Yeah, and I haven't seen those, but if it's like
I haven't.
No, I haven't.
I can't remember the name of the tribes, but they built their villages, cities, into these mountainsides.
I feel like I've seen on the History Channel like the remnants of them.
Yeah, what's what I meant.
Okay, I thought you meant
they
like
don't live there now.
I thought you meant like it's like they
They
got a hold of
They souped it up and they're just living there.
I thought like some guys from Nevada came and said, let's make this too. You know what I mean? They have a foothold in gambling and cave hotels. You know what I mean?
Foothold in gambling and real estate.
Yeah. Well, these are like 5-star hotels. These are like 5-star hotels, and they're just in a cave, and they look fucking sweet. You go in there, they have like, I mean, it's like going to Hampton, except no carpet and stuff like that. It's regal, it's beautiful. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. And overall, that was pretty decent. I mean, we'll definitely snack on most of those and finish them off pretty soon. Jamie hasn't been here. He might not be here this week, so we might be able to hold on to them a little longer. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll be getting maybe there's some of the saltier shit.
Yeah, I'm a kind of a salty guy myself.
Yeah.
I'm trying to lose weight, so I normally fast until the evening, but it's okay. It's getting there. Other than that, yeah, this is pretty cool. It's been a fun ass mailbag.
These are enjoyable. It's interesting to see different parts of the world, even though I'm not big on sweets, but it's still interesting.
No, yeah, I agree. Like I like, and this is appreciative as well. And I think like the message behind the Universal Yums.
The book.
Oh, yeah. You said it was a coloring book. I didn't really.
I was joking. It looked like a coloring book.
It looked like there's recipes.
Make karnıyarık, Turkish stuffed eggplant.
I do like
it tells
eggplant.
you about turkey in 60 seconds.
Okay.
Trivia.
Okay. Quiz me.
Okay.
You have to read that thing first?
No.
Okay.
A public library in Ankara exclusively features A. Books picked from the trash, B. Books with red covers, C. Centuries-old cookbooks, D. Books written by local high schoolers.
Books red covers.
No. Books picked up from the trash.
Damn, that's like the worst answer.
It's like a library made for all the books they burned in Germany.
Okay. Oh.
I doubt they recovered either. Number 2. The Ziverbi neighborhood in Istanbul is known for A. A highway with a speed limit of 120, an internet-famous cat, a squirrel sanctuary, or a museum of miniatures.
Museum of Miniatures.
B. An internet-famous cat.
That's like the worst answer, too.
Yanarthus, a mountain near the town of Sirali,
Okay.
I'm not sure how you pronounce any of this, has been A. Increasing in height every 2 years, shifting due to constant earthquakes, C. Burning for at least 2,500 years, D. Swarming with mountain lions since 2002.
Well, I feel like it's going to be the shitty answer D, but I want to say burning for 2,500 years.
Yeah, you got that one.
Huh. I thought it was going to be the shitty answer.
Flaming stone, which is what Yanarthus means,
Okay.
has about a dozen flames on its side due to a permanent gas vents that constantly spew methane gas into the air. The flames are believed to have inspired the three-headed, fire-breathing chimera in Homer's The Iliad.
Oh, cool.
Ancient sailors also used them as a landmark for navigation, but nowadays, resting hikers use them to make s'mores.
That's cool. By the way, this has nothing to do with anything. I don't know why I thought of this. But when the plague was ravaging Europe, I just learned this the other day, it didn't have a huge influence on France, particularly Paris.
Didn't in Russia either.
Okay, so I don't know why, but
Peter the Great had a vision that an angel told him to close the fucking borders, and he closed those fucking borders and wouldn't let anybody in.
thank God for the angel.
and yeah, it never really touched.
If I was a leader in Russia, I'd be like on my walls, man. The flag did not touch this. But
I did this.
But so the thing I learned was it was on this awesome YouTube channel I follow called Tasting History with Max Miller, and he makes historical recipes that are like thousands of years old.
Yeah.
Some are bad. Some are pretty cool though. They were making a lot of lemonade at the time with fresh lemons, and they just showed the peels on the ground. It was historically in the news. Not the news, but the record of it, there was orange peels everywhere all the time, right? And lemon peels, orange peels, and other herbs. And lemon peels have a antiviral, antiparasitic, antibacterial effect. Mm-hmm. So yeah, and they kill fleas like very well. In fact, a lot of flea shampoos today still have like lemon, like some kind of lemon component. So they think that maybe that had something to do with like suppressing the fleas.
So it was accidental.
Yeah, accidental.
So it wasn't like Peter the Great.
No, it wasn't an angel coming down.
Yeah.
Maybe he was going to come down. He saw the lemon peels. He just
don't need to stop.
Goes
here.
back up.
Should we stop in France, sir? Nah, they got the lemon peels. They're all right.
Yeah.
Locals in the village of Kuskoy communicate by A, hissing like snakes, B, using walkie-talkies, C, beating on drums, or D, whistling like birds.
Whistling like birds. Beating on drums.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
No, it was whistling like birds.
Damn. I usually never change.
You go to Turkey's northern Pontic Mountains, and you'll hear plenty of tweeting. No, not the Twitter kind. For 3 centuries, locals have used a whistling version of Turkish called Kus Dili, bird language, to communicate over long distances.
Long distances? How hard can they fucking whistle there?
Audible up to half a mile away, the whistles are the go-to way to invite neighbors to tea, warn them about wolves, and even make wedding announcements.
See, if you confuse the wolves with the wedding... If you confuse the wolves with the wedding announcements, or the tea with the wolves, you show up with tea...
If anything gets fucked up with the wolves...
Well, I think it's funny you show up with all this tea and there's wolves. Oh, shit!
The wrong guy goes out there and blows the whistle.
Yeah.
You're fucked.
Yeah.
So, alright. 5. It is illegal to blank in Turkey since 1925. A. Play jump rope. B. Eat pork more than once a week. C. Wear a fez hat. Or D. Drive on the right side of the road.
To me, the right side of the road seems the most practical. I mean, the other things are just funny.
I know.
I think it's D, but I'm hoping I'm wrong.
It's wearing a fez hat.
That's hilarious. That's a good law. Why is it illegal?
Wearing the fez, the iconic cone-shaped red felt hat, just like Uncle Sam's fez, has been banned in Turkey since 1925. Why the ban? When Mustafa Kemal Ataturk founded the Turkish Republic in the early 20th century, he sought to reform and replace many of the symbols of the defunct Ottoman Empire. The fez was one of those symbols. In Istanbul, you can ride A. an intercontinental undersea railway, B. a real-life replica of the Batmobile, C. a carriage drawn by pigs, or D. a supersonic commercial airplane.
I hope it's C, because that seems cultural. The other ones seem like...
You think that, culturally speaking, the Turks are carriaged around by pigs?
No, I think it could be an old tradition. Well, I don't want to go over there and ride a train, because I can do that anywhere else.
It is an intercontinental undersea railway.
That's
undersea railway.
That's a marvel, for sure. But I guess I just,
Did you know that Istanbul straddles 2 continents? It's true. The 19-mile Bosphorus Strait divides Istanbul into its Asian and European sections. So the Marmara Tunnel was built. While the idea of an underwater link isn't new, an Ottoman sultan suggested it more than a century ago, it wasn't until 2013 that it became a reality. Today, hopping from Asia to Europe while remaining in Istanbul takes just 5 minutes.
Okay.
Per capita, Turkey is the world's largest consumer of A. coffee, B. persimmon, C. rice, or D. tea.
I don't even know what sea rice is.
C. the letter.
Oh.
Option. Rice.
Okay. Rice.
D. tea.
Really?
The UK might be famous for its tea-rific tendencies, and China might be tea's birthplace, but no one outsips the Turks. The average citizen savors £7 in a single year. That's 3 more than the Brits. What's especially surprising is that tea only became popular in Turkey in the last century as an inexpensive alternative to coffee. And yet today, no Turkish house guest goes without being offered a cup. See, tea puts me to sleep because of the tannin in it.
Really?
Yeah, I might have kind of more of a smooth...
What about green tea?
Awake
That's a
feeling.
shit ton of caffeine.
Well, it doesn't have as much tannin, I don't think, either.
Okay. But black tea does?
Yeah.
Even with sugar?
Yeah, sometimes, I don't know.
Okay.
I'll drink tea, and it doesn't have as good of an effect as coffee does. Coffee has more caffeine in it than tea, so...
Even green tea?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that. I thought green tea had a little more, or maybe it was white tea. I thought white tea had more.
Maybe white tea. I know when you look at... I looked at it, there was a chart on some tea that I bought.
Yeah.
And it was comparing coffee and black tea and green tea. And,
Yeah.
And I think green tea was lower.
Yeah, I think you're right, because actually people talk about it as kind of
It's more of a mellow.
It's all alternative, so you don't have to be high on caffeine if you don't want to be. You know what I mean? I try to cycle off. Like I almost always have coffee if I'm up before 6. But usually I get up at like 6:30 or 7 for the kids, and I cycle black tea, and then I do green tea the next day, and then black coffee, and then I'll do dark tea or white tea.
Well, I used to drink coffee all day long when I was working.
Yeah.
And then I switched to I would drink throughout the morning, and then I'd have a cup after lunch.
Okay.
Because
Then you cut it off.
Then I cut it off.
Yeah.
All right, last one. Which of these facts about Rocky, Turkey's national spirit, is not true? A. It's consumed over a locksmith's table.
Rocky?
B,
You say Rocky?
R-A-K-I.
Okay.
Rocky? Reiki?
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
A. It's consumed over a locksmith's table. B. Only monks are allowed to make it. C. During a toast, only the bottoms of glasses can touch. Or D. Rocky is served with maize appetizers.
With maize, like corn?
Well, it's M-E-Z-E.
Oh, okay.
Appetizers.
I'm pretty stumped. I don't know.
We gotta guess.
Okay. Read them again real quick. Just fire them off.
A. It's consumed over a locksmith's table. Only monks are allowed to make it. During a toast, only the bottoms of glasses can touch. Rocky is served with appetizers.
Let's just say only monks are allowed to take it because...
That's correct.
Yeah, I was thinking it would really limit its
While
production.
Rocky was originally created by 14th century Greek monks, they aren't the only ones who can make it today. But A, C, and D are true. Since deep feelings tend to be unlocked at the Rocky table, it earned the name locksmith's table. Appetites also tend to be unlocked and then satisfied by bite-sized appetizers called maize, if that's how it's pronounced.
Okay.
And finally, never touch the top of someone's glass while toasting. It means you think you're better than them.
Really?
No good touching the top of my glass.
That's what they think it means.
Turkish icons, which is just describing some of the
Things
candy that we got.
Okay, so look at that one that you had real quick.
The mastic toffee?
No, the sesame seed thing.
Oh, the one that tasted like hay dust.
Oh, the mastic toffee. That one
That's the one that was...
I'm pretty interested in that.
Taste the rare Turkish phenomenon. Dripping off the trees on the island of Chios, you'll find something fantastic. Mastic. While locals are obsessed with the gummy sap and all of its refreshing piney glory.
Okay.
That's probably why. They put it in everything from liquors to foods to cosmetics. Most of the world doesn't even know it exists. That's because it's harvested almost exclusively on Chios, hence the island's nickname Sakis Adasi, Island of Gum. Even though the island is no longer owned by the Turks, Greece claimed it in 1912, the rare flavor remains a local sample. Take a bite and decide how fantastic is mastic really. It is not fantastic.
Yeah, I wasn't the biggest fan. Well, when you say, if I read that before, I didn't think of industrial cleaner, it might have affected the way I perceived it.
Yeah, well, it reminds me of industrial cleaners.
So if you would have heard pine and then eaten it, do you think you still would have thought of industrial?
Well, I can see the pine in it.
Yeah.
But I can also make the correlation.
To me, that's the overwhelming taste, is a pine now.
It is, but I'm not going to be able to remove that experience of industrial cleaner in my mouth.
You just stop fucking with industrial cleaner.
I can't. I work in it all day long.
Well, you feel like that woman on True Detective with her nails.
Well, I'm sure cancer's going to get me one day. I work in an environment where exhaust fumes and shit are around me all the time, and diesel fuel and everything else, so it's bound to happen.
Yeah.
The Sesame Brittle Bar. Mm-hmm. Turkey's appetite for sesame seeds is voracious. On average, the country produces 15,000 tons of sesame seeds, but consumes a whopping 120,000. Looking at the most popular local dishes, the number starts to make sense. Sesame is packed into everything from tahini to hummus to simit. a sesame-coated bread ring that's been a street food staple since 1525. You'll see the seeds put to similar but much crunchier use in this sesame seed-coated sugar-glazed brittle bar. Open sesame.
Okay.
It's got all the nutrition information.
Yeah.
And it gives you an example of a refreshing yogurt drink.
Okay.
Made in Turkey.
What the ingredients?
Combine yogurt, salt, and cold water in blender.
All right. That's
Add more salt to taste. Pour into glasses with ice cubes. Serve and enjoy.
okay.
Ingredients are 3 cups of plain yogurt, half of a teaspoon of salt, and more to taste, and 2 cups of cold water. So it's pretty basic.
Yeah, sounds pretty basic.
India,
they do some interesting things with yogurt as well.
Well, tassiography time.
Okay.
Turkish coffee isn't just famous for its taste. It's also famous for its role in tassiography, a 16th century Turkish tradition in which a falki, a fortune teller, interprets the patterns of leftover grounds to predict the drinker's future. Let's say this is your cup. What do you see in your future? Use the chart to help you interpret like a master falki. It's basically like a Rorschach test. You look at it and see what you see. And then you look at that. What do you see? The sun, a bird, an eye, a dog, a moon, a group of dots, a fish. Well, who says I see any of that?
I don't know. Maybe I think you're supposed to read that first, and then.
Looks more like a hooded cobra looking at me.
Well, that's the Rorschach thing. Is what like when you want to like influence someone, you talk about things, or you get them. You get these images in their head first, and then they filter.
Well, I'm sorry, but I read all of those and I still see a snake.
I see. Like right there, I see like a little teddy bear, like his nose and his eye and his ears.
My first thought was kind of like a flounder fish.
Okay.
Or a ray. Because of the white disc and the eyes. Or maybe like a bug.
I kept thinking it looks like a bunch of funny ass lines and dots, and I looked over there, a group of dots means money. I don't see an eye or a dog.
Well, I guess a fish. I can get a fish out of that because a ray is a fish. It means accomplishment.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know much. This was cool.
We need to make a habit out of reading those. We didn't read the Greek one.
Yeah, we should have. Son of a bitch.
Why don't you put all of your delectables in this box, Shane? I'd hate for you to be tempted.
I should. You're right. But no, this was a really cool thing. We appreciate this, and just the history aspect is really cool. I really, really wish we would have read that Greek one. Maybe
I don't have to eat any of this, and I can still just sit here and read the book. So,
if you could, or I could.
I might do that. I'll let you enjoy these delights.
I think it's my favorite. These are pretty good, let's say. Okay. I think, yeah, that's it. We appreciate the hell out of you for paying for this every month for us, Panda. And yeah, this is really cool. It was educational, and it was what the word people always want, enlightening. There we go. Guys, thank you so much for watching the mailbag. We appreciate the hell out of all the stuff that we get. This was amazing. It was fun, educational, and delicious for the most part.
For the most part.
For the most part. Thanks again, guys.
Mastic is not fantastic.
Make sure you guys check out our other stuff and let us know in the comments what you like.